Well, hello everybody. This is FTPAthel again, another Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to talk about dungeon potion farming. So I had some stuff built up on this account. Now this is a style used for free to play, but it can be used for anything. But this is a good free to play trick, or tip I should say. So let me think here. So what I've done is, I've got my champions here, and I'm going to cruise real fast to the bottom. So what I've been doing is, while I am, you see all these 9s? While I've been increasing levels on my champions, as you can see, I have all these champions. So the way I get those is, of course, you have a whole bunch of mystery shards, and you summon up as many as you can handle. You know, nothing too big. You don't have to get a full batch, but you probably want to get, I don't know, let's say if you had 20 of these lower guys, just as an example. So nothing too fancy, speed that up. Alright, so then you come into here and you're going to go do some battling, and you go to your campaign, and I farm on Brutal 12-3. Probably just like everybody else, exclusively. And then what I do is I'm going to load up, go to the end, and I'm going to load up with some rank 1 champions. And I'm going to hit start. So nothing too exciting. Everybody does this. It just takes a few seconds to go through them real quick. So as you can see, you get a. I'm also leveling up Aothor. And I'm also leveling up my Brogni under priest. So it takes a little longer, but I'm leveling up 4 champions instead of 3, because if you do the speed one, I figure if I can do it, say under 30 seconds or under a minute especially, then it's worth my time. Because usually these guys, now Orthor doesn't have any armor on. He's getting ready to join my budget unkillable team and take his place, but you almost want those lower guys to die out. So there you go. They go to 7. Now I have the raid card, so I'm getting that extra 20% XP from campaign battles, and then of course I've got a multiplier on, an XP boost. Then in all locations it's increased. So here I'll do some fast forwarding a little bit here, but I'll start the next one. And you can see for me, because I have those 2 items and I'm on Brutal, that it's only taking me 2 attacks to get him to the max level. So I'll go ahead and give me a sec. Just hold on. Alright, so this is a good free-to-play style where I'm maximizing my energy. But if you're in a crunch, you should probably put someone in your leader position, or maybe a secondary position. What you might need to do is put somebody in there that beats it in 10 to 20 seconds, if that's your prerogative. But me, I like to maximize my energy, and I'm getting 4 champions to go up by 10,000 XP a shot. So as you can see here, I now have 2 champions. So let's see. So I have 2 champions that can go to 1 more attack, and obviously they're going to go up. But the way I look at it is, if I'm getting ready for a potion, like I need, magic potions. Like right now, that's what's going on, is there's some magic potions out there. And because I upgraded under priest Brogni last night, I ran 70 dungeons or so on my autoplay to get 18 potions. But then, since I've upgraded under priest Brogni, I'm a little shy on my superior potions, and I will transfer that over eventually. But right now I'm trying to save up on silver, because there's always those artifact enhancements, and that's another way you can do it. But it costs a lot of silver to move those things around. So on this side, now that I have some champions that are at that level 9, And let's say you're going to go to bed, and that's when you use your auto battles, is so you can battle overnight. So then you come in here and you can see I'm upgrading a couple people, but I'm also leveling these guys up. Now my main champion that I use in here, he can beat this dungeon by himself. So what I could do is I could just simply load up 4 champions, and then I can go to my auto battles. Obviously I used them all, so I can't. But I could load up on my auto battles and then set up all these other champions in the auto battles. And then when I hit go, then you should have, hopefully you have a champion. If it takes 2 or 3 champions for you to beat the highest one, then what you might want to do is step back to stage 11. Stage 11 is only valued at 10 per, and you can still get superior potions out of it. And usually I do pretty good there. So as I was building up my account, I didn't have a champion that could defeat stage 15, where you have the best chance to get some potions and whatnot, to get those superior potions. I go back to stage 11, it only costs 10, and it's a little more manageable. Generally, it would take a red champion, or possibly even your starter champion can beat it, but it does take time. And this is for overnight. That's what you got to remember, is this is going to be an overnight battle. So I'll go ahead and put this on pause, and I'll show you the end of it. So hold on a sec. Alright, so you can see with that one fight, and because of my XP boost, which you don't get your raid card boost here, you can see that with one battle that I leveled up those 4 champions. So then I would go in and edit the team. Now that took about 2 minutes, and you're like, well, that's not fast enough. Well, the idea here is every night when you go to bed, you use your 30, and you don't really want that to go fast. Every 3 minutes time is 1 energy point. So this isn't even an energy point. So if I can do 10, you're going to do 30 battles. And if they take 2 minutes, that's going to be 60 minutes. And 60 divided by 3 is 20 energy. So you might even want to slow this down more. So that way it lags throughout the whole night. And that way when you wake up in the morning, you haven't lost any of that energy, meaning you didn't get to your max energy point of 130, or maybe you're at 110, or you're at 96, or whatever you're at. If you get to your max energy point, you're not gaining any more energy. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, to get the best utilization of your energy and not have any sitting there not gaining based on time, then going slower isn't a bad idea. So what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and edit that team. Now my autoplay would be doing this for me. That's the nice thing about the autos, is it just filters out the champions that maxed out, except your leader. You have to have at least 1 champion in there. No matter who, your leader will never change out. The computer does not change out your thing. So on this one, I'm going to show you that on max with a great champion, what the speed of one time is. So obviously it's probably going to be around 4 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and hit pause and hold on a sec. Alright, so you can see this one went in and went about 3 minutes and 48 seconds. So the benefit of that is I gained an energy. If I wasn't at max energy already, I gained an energy. So theoretically, if this took 2 hours, you would gain 20 energy per hour. So I'd gain back 60 energy. So then I could even go further. So I could use more of those multi-battles without having to use some of my own energy. So you can see I maxed out another set of 4. Now, as I said before, if you don't have a champion that can beat the higher level of rank of stage 15 to get those better odds for these, then what you might need to do is, I like stage 11. It costs 10 energy. It doesn't cost as much. You do get a good chance to get those superior potions. And let's say you don't have a champion, you don't have a Rosin Scarhide yet. Maybe you're just a starting champion. And my main account, that's this account, I started off with oh dang it, Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. Started off with Elhane, and she's been great. She was a great starter champion. I didn't fully master her, but she is booked. She has some good armor on. Let's see. So then you have that one there, and then I can take this off. I can go by recently used first, and then I have these 4 again. So the idea is to rank up 4 people every time you get a chance to use that potion. So when I hit start, and then I go back to 2 times. This is just for an example here. She comes in. It's actually easier if they kill the little people. It makes it faster generally. But you just need to find the level that you can beat consistently without having to worry about dying, I guess you could say, because you don't want to waste your energy and waste your time. You waste your energy and waste your time. So, so you can see my Elhane's good enough to beat this guy. And on stage 11, my Elhane 660 can beat that. So again, nothing different. It was still, even though it was only stage 11, it was enough energy, or excuse me, XP to get another set of max level champions. So this is just some stuff you can do at night, and you can put those auto battles on the potion dungeons, and that way you don't have to literally farm them all the time. It just gets irritating having to farm them a lot. And then in the morning when you wake up, you might have, you know, not this much obviously, but you might have what you need plus some superior potions, and you do 30 battles, then you could possibly get it done. Hold on a sec. Okay, so I switched over to my free-to-play Aethel account, and I was just interested in if that raid card made a difference. And it does make a difference, obviously it does, but when I do a campaign, and I'm using Aethel, so any of the free-to-play champions should be able to handle this. And you can see I've worked up 3 to rank 6. That's 1 battle, and then I go into this next one, and we'll see what happens. But like I said, it's a lot easier once the little guys die. Not that you want your team to die, but you know, time is of the essence. So this is Brutal 12-3 on a free-to-play account with Aethel as a champion. And she's booked. She does have some really good armor on, and she's been some of her masteries have been worked up, but she's not like crazy super. And I do lose an occasional battle. I mean, the bombs hit or something like that. So you can see that gets me to 8. Now I checked it out. If I do 1 more battle, that takes them to 10. And great, you can do that. But at the same time, when you come over to the potion dungeon, then you have to think, okay, well, if that takes it to 10, then that's kind of wasting the point. And I'm going to try Aethel by herself right here. And it looks like I've done it in the past. And I'm going to grab 4 of those level 8 champions and see how many battles it takes. So here's the first one, and I'll show you the end of it. Hold on a sec. So you can see here, Aethel got here in less than 30 seconds, and she can pretty much wipe out this one on her own. And like I said, if you can't beat level 15 or stage 15, then it's best just to go back to stage 11. It's better utilization of your energy. And we're going to see how many battles it takes to get those rank 1 champions to rank to level 10. And they were almost there at the end. But this is also with the 100% increase from your XP boost. So it took me 1 minute and 5 seconds, nothing too long, too crazy. And you can see those are just about. So this might take 3 battles. I'll show you in a second how many it takes. So hold on a sec. Okay, so another minute goes by, and you can see that I'm not quite there yet again. So I'll do a third one, and I'll be right back in a sec. So hold on a sec. All right, so the end of 3 battles, 30 energy. I got my level 8, almost level 9 rank 1 champions to level 10. So the goal of this is just to set something up at night, so then you can farm your potions at night, especially that first 7 days. All the dungeons are open. You can set it up on a really low one, but once you've gotten past, if you can get to stage 11 in the Arcane Keep or any of the keeps, depending on if you have the champions to beat it, then you can farm those potions at night and not have to, take that out of your routine. Because during the day you can battle, but at night there's nothing you can do. So that's why I like to set that up. So let me show you a setup for possibly going to bed at night and farming some potions. So hold on a sec. All right, so I got several champions ready, and I'm going to go to, let's say I'm going to sleep now. So I go over here to my auto battles. You could have 30, you could have 100, you could have 8 like me. But when you go to bed, this is generally how I would set it up. Now I wouldn't use the gems to automatically restore energy. If you have a lot of gems, go for it. It's not going to hurt nothing. It's only going to go to the number of battles that you have. And let's say you want to do 10 of each dungeon, and so you can go in here and change the number of auto battles you use. You can click on it. You can change it. It's nothing too crazy. Oh, my number box is off. So you can see that if you're in a dungeon like Fire Knight or Golem or Dragon, you can actually click these off. Now these are automatically sell accessories of these ranks. So let's say you're done with rank 3, but you need all the rank 4 up that you could get, and you want to go into the Dragon because the Dragon is an event right now, or a tourney. And so now you could say, okay, well, sell all those 3s for me automatically, and then I want all the 4, 5s, and 6s. And then I like to use, so if I'm setting up at night, now here for the potions it does not make a difference, but if I'm setting up for the night, I'm going to make sure that even if I lose a battle, I'm going to go forward. And it happens, you're going to lose battles, but you don't want to lose out on the quote-unquote free energy in the 6 or 8 hours of the night. Maybe you sleep 10 hours, I don't know, but you don't want to lose out on as much free energy as you can. And then 2, if all my champions, this is an important one, because if you only had these 4 set up and you didn't edit a queue for replacement and these went max, then the continue multi-battles, this would stop. So if that wasn't selected, this would stop as soon as all your champions hit max level. So of course you want to click that one. So these are the 2 that I would ride, and then like I said, you could set yourself up for all 30, all 100, all 10. It's going to go until you run out of energy. Is the way this is set up is the first way it's going to end. The second way it would end is if you use gems to automatically restore energy, and you only had 80 gems and it wasn't enough energy to finish whatever number of battles, then again it would end automatically. It'll have a summary sheet for you, and then it'll end, or you run out of battles. And most of the time people just run out of battles. That's how they do it. So if I was setting up for multi-battles for the evening, I want to do all my battles that I have available. I'm going to go into edit queue, and then I'm going to slide down here and I'm going to grab all the level 8 champions I have. And it goes in order, it'll count them. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I have some other champions that I've been working on. But let's say that was it. That's all I had was 8 champions that were ready. Well, then what you want to do is you want to go up and you want to pick some other champions that could benefit from it or even help you. So you can, I know that this Aethel will win 9 out of 10 or all the battles. So I don't have to really worry about putting in other champions that need to level up or that need to be powerful with her. But let's say I got to the end here and I'm like, okay, well, whatever XP I can get, I'll put it in that one, and then I'll put it in those. And you can go all the way to 20. That's the max you can put in. So if I had 20 of these guys down here, I would put in all 20. But the last 4, depending on if I'm doing this in 1 battle, 2 battles, or 3 battles, the last 4 you might want to make sure they have plenty of energy on them, or it's not that big of a deal. Just pick 20 champions, and then you click confirm. And then when I hit start, it's just going to start those auto battles. And then another benefit of that, let's say I click start, another benefit of that is now you want to make sure you have full energy or close to it. I would slow it down at night. You're going to sleep, you want this thing to fight all night for you, and you want it to use all that time energy it can use. You don't want to wake up in the morning with a full energy bank if you don't have to. And sometimes I'll wake up with multi-battle still going, depending on how much energy I preloaded the night before, or if I'm going to use gems to do it before. In Minotaur's Labyrinth, you wouldn't want to use these smaller champions, but you might want to. You wouldn't want to use the Q, is what I'm trying to get at. You wouldn't want to use the Q. So I'm going to let this battle finish, and then I'll be right back in a sec. Now in the morning, this would be a common screen you would see. You'd see, how much XP each one gained, and you can see that how much XP total, how much energy was used, and then down here you might see multiple different things, mystery shards. I think you might be able to get brews through here, XP brews, and then of course whatever potions you won. So you can see that this isn't going to win you ups and downs, but it is a good utilization of your 30 free auto battles. And then in the morning you might wake up similar to this. You might wake up with some energy, but you're not maxed. That's the other benefit, is you used all your energy all night, so you're not maxed. And that was where I was going with this whole entire video, is you can level up champions, you can get good utilization of all your resources, your energy, and in the morning you're going to have maybe 5 or 10 or who knows how many exactly, depending on if you had the double XP going, and if you do have the raid card going. If you are able to, with one champion, beat stage 15. Now this works in the other dungeons also, but every dungeon's a little bit different, and it's going to work with color coding, meaning if you're going to fight in this dungeon, the Magic Keep, and work on getting potions. You can see I haven't finished it with this free-to-play account, but if you can't beat here, with one champion, you might have to fight with multiples, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're trying to use the ability of getting as much out of it, leveling up champions and whatnot, you might have to back down to stage 8 or stage 9, depending if you had it'll take usually a good red champion to beat the Magic Keep. And I think you saw in my other one, I used Rosin Scarhide. And usually your main champion that you're going to use, Aethel could be it, usually has to have that lifesteal gear, because that's what gets them to just duke it out. They get life, it's taken away, they get life back, and then they make it through the end. And you just have to find that nice balance for what that is to get as much as you can. So instead of me using 8 energy in the campaign up here at Brutal 13 to finish off some of these champions, what I'm doing is I'm taking those champions that need to be finished off, and I'm putting them in the potion dungeons. So I'm getting potions, and I'm also leveling up champions, because you gotta fight in the potion dungeons. You might as well get something else out of it. So I hope this video was helpful, and this is just how I do it. Even on my main account, I'm always trying to find ways to get the most out of my resources, and auto battles are a resource. If you come in here, this auto battle is a resource. Really good in campaign, because it'll auto sell all the artifacts, and then you put in the queue, and then it's going to go through the champions for you. And I like to use this at night, or if I'm going to be leaving, let's say it's in my time frame, I'm 4 hours away from the reset for the auto battles, but I'm leaving for the day, or I'm going to work, or I'm, in my case, I might be going to sleep, or whatever it is. whatever your reason is, you might want to utilize up those auto battles so you didn't waste that resource. You could level up some champions and you could get some silver, or you could get some XP for your champions you're working on. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful. Thank you for watching.